Good day, my excellent students. In today's class, we'll be discussing sexually transmitted infections or sexually transmitted diseases. Some call it infections, some call it diseases. In our society today, there has been a lot of indiscriminate, that means non-selective, sexual intercourse among adolescents, unmarried adults, and even married ones. And when someone sleeps around with different partners without any protection, two things may likely result. Number one, unwanted pregnancy, and number two, contracting STI and HIV/AIDS. Undetected or untreated STI, HIV/AIDS can lead to serious long-term problems that can affect a person's physical as well as emotional health. In today's class, we shall discuss the questions and activities that can help you understand the risks, learn how to protect yourself, and know how to advise someone who needs that help. So what is STI or STD itself? It is an infection or disease which can be contracted by an individual that has sexual contact with another person already infected. Such sexual contacts include persons involved in any kind of sex. STIs in some cases can be spread by sharing of needles, by tattoo, body piercing with unsterilized equipment, and some cause sore, and the germs can be spread from touching the sore themselves. Infected women who are pregnant can also pass some of these STI to their babies during pregnancy and childbirth. Breastfeeding mothers can also pass certain STI to their nursing babies. STI can also pass from infected person to another person during sexual intercourse. We have different types of STI. Scabies is one, pubic lice, genital warts, HPV herpes, genital herpes, which is caused by human papillovirus, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia. But we discuss in detail in today's class gonorrhea, syphilis, and chlamydia. We talk about their causative agent, method of infection, symptoms, and prevention. The first one that we start with is chlamydia. Chlamydia is caused by a bacterium called Chlamydia trachomatis. Chlamydia trachomatis. And the method of infection is through sexual intercourse. What are the symptoms of this chlamydia? Number one, abnormal discharge from the vagina or penis. Number two, burning feeling when urinating. When someone who is infected with this disease wants to urinate, it is always painful, as if something is burning in that person's organ. Itching around the opening of the penis. Bleeding between menstruation. When the female is not menstruating, she will be bleeding. Pain and swelling in the testes. And how do you prevent this? Abstaining. Complete abstinence. Abstaining from sexual contact, use of condom, staying with only one trusted partner, and medical consultation when symptoms show. The second one we discuss is gonorrhea. What causes gonorrhea? What's the causative agent of gonorrhea? It is caused by a bacterium called Neisseria gonorrhea. Neisseria gonorrhea. And the method of infection are sexual intercourse, then during delivery of a baby by an infected mother. What are the symptoms of this gonorrhea? Pain when urinating, yellowish discharge from the urinary organs after a long time. That's if the disease goes undetected in such a person. Yellowish discharge will occur. How do you prevent it? Use of condom during sexual intercourse, medical consultation when gonorrhea is suspected. And the last one is syphilis. Syphilis is also caused by a bacterium. The name of the bacterium is Treponema pallidum. Treponema pallidum. And it is the method of infections are sexual intercourse, direct contact with a syphilis sore which occurs on the anus, vagina, or in the mouth, and also from a pregnant mother to the baby. And this syphilis occurs in 3 stages. The primary stage, there is just the appearance of a small painless sore for 3 to 6 weeks. Then the secondary stage, which occurs after these 6 weeks, skin rash on the palms, feet sore, sore throat, muscle ache, headache. Then in the late stage, there is damage of internal organs. Internal organs such as brain, eyes, heart, blood vessels, bones, etc., which may result, it can cause blindness, loss of memory, it can even cause insanity, you can imagine that, and death. So, how do you prevent it? Once you start treatment, you can quickly stop it so that it won't advance to the next stage. Then medical consultation, abstaining from sexual contact, use of condom, and medical consultation by both partners. What are the effects and prevention of this STI? If it is not detected early or treated on time, these bacteria causing agents can cause damages to the person's body. For example, it can damage the heart and the blood vessels. It can cause female infertility. That means the female will have trouble getting pregnant later in life. It can cause male infertility or reduce sperm count. That means the male is unable to get a female pregnant. It can spread to the joints, causing what is referred to as arthritis. That arthritis will cause joint pain. To walk will be a pain. To do your normal daily activities will be a pain. It can cause anxiety, depression, anger, fear, embarrassment. It can even cause death. You know, the infected person will not want people around him or her to know his or her state of health, because people will stigmatize such a person, that is, run away from such a person. How can you prevent this STI? In what way can you prevent sexually transmitted infection? An individual can personally control the spread of STI by making a choice. What choice? Maintain a responsible sexual behavior as a teenager by abstaining, that is, not having sexual intercourse at all until he or she gets married. That's the most paramount one. Number 2, delay any sexual activity until both partners are ready and able to make choices about protection. Number 3, avoid the use of unscreened blood for transfusion. What do I mean by unscreened blood? Blood that has not been tested, whether the person from which the blood was collected from has a particular disease or infected with any form of disease, before you allow such blood to be passed into you. Number 4, avoid the use of unsterilized injection, needles and clippers. You want to go and take any injection, you must make sure they remove it from a fresh wrapper. They tear it right in front of you. You want to cut your hair, you want to barb your hair rather, you go to the barbing salon, you make sure that the clipper is sterilized. Number 5, have only one faithful uninfected sexual partner. Number 6, avoid alcohol and other harmful drugs, because this is also another avenue of contacting sexually transmitted infections or diseases. Number 7, if need be, use protection. Number 8, find help through information. Don't say you are ignorant, you don't know something. Find help through information. Now, let's quickly do quick revision. Name some common STIs. We have gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, genital herpes, etc. Then, who are you meant to talk to about STI? Is it with a partner, a parent, or a doctor? a doctor. We've come to the end of our class today. Be good, stay safe, God bless. Bye.